to ensure that regular to organize, conduct and supervise elections and referenda in accordance with the Constitution. To demarcate constituencies in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution. To ascertain, publish and declare in writing under its seal the results of the elections and referenda. To compile, maintain, revise and update the voters' register. To hear and determine election complaints arising before and during elections and during polling.
Okay, our guests, we've been verifying and scrutinizing the nomination papers of the aspirant before us, and we are satisfied that he has fulfilled the requirements of the Presidential Elections Act. Therefore, I, Justice Byabakama Mugenyi Simon, being the returning officer for the nomination of presidential candidates, declare Munyagwa Mubarak Serunga the duly nominated candidate in respect of the presidential elections 2026, he having fulfilled the nomination requirements under the Presidential Elections Act, Chapter 179, Laws of Uganda. Congratulations, you are now a candidate.
Abana be Nateete yoyo Bobi yoyo empologoma y'amagere yoyo gwe muwulira yoyo gwe mwasomako yoyo gwe mwasomako yoyo amenya ebyafaayo yoyo amenya ebyafaayo
You are to appoint an official agent who will coordinate your campaign meetings and media program and also attend meetings on your behalf where necessary. Secondly, to avail the information the schedule of your campaign meetings and media program as soon as practicable to facilitate the smooth harmonization of all the candidates' campaign programs countrywide. And thirdly, you have to sign a memorandum of understanding with the Electoral Commission on compliance with the harmonized campaign program, timelines, and guidelines. law, the Electoral Commission is required to ensure that the organs of the state avail you adequate security wherever you are as a presidential candidate, either at home or on the road or in your office, whichever place you are. Accordingly, we are going to hand over to you a security vehicle together with security personnel who will be at your command to protect you at home and wherever you are. That vehicle is at our cost. We have attached a driver. We are going to pay him ourselves, fuel the vehicle, maintain it, and also pay the security personnel who will be guarding you. You don't have to pay them anything. After that activity, you are free to go to the media tent and address the media and the country so that they know candidate Munyagwa Barak Serunga is also on the stage. May I now invite members of the commission and yourself will go and hand over your security vehicle. Thank you very much.
So the commission is going to lead you to your detail, protocol,
they're entitled to their security detail, they're entitled to a security car, and this has been given to them and provided by the Electoral Commission. And now they are moving to hand over the security detail to Mubarak Munyagwa, who is of the Common Man's Party, our 7th candidate to be nominated. We started yesterday with Yoweri Kaguta Museveni from the National Resistance Movement, and we had the Alliance for National Transformation, which was today also nominated, Gregory Mushamuntu. We had the Common Man's Party, who was just been nominated, that is Mubarak Munyagwa, and the National Unity Platform, Chagulani Sentamu Robert. We have Joseph Mabirizi, who was nominated yesterday, and we will be looking forward to one more candidate as of the Electoral Commission. That is what we had from the spokesperson of the Electoral Commission. One more candidate will be nominated today, and we will call it hopefully a wrap for the 2 days of the nomination process. And after that, the candidates will hold their rallies for those that have been scheduled, and we will start off officially with the campaigns that will be on the 29th of this month. The candidates will be moving around and traversing the different regions of the country as they seek for votes from the electorates. Now we're listening as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission hands over the car to Mubarak Munyagwa.
And the driver, the security vehicle, the driver is person authorized to drive. If he has any problem, alert us. It's a sickness. So yes, so now you're free to go and address the media. Yeah. It's the best.
Those are the different venues, pictures coming in from Lubowa as we await the Common Man Party President Mubarak Munyagwa to address the media briefly. And we have the pictures from Nateete where NUP President and candidate Robert Kyagulanyi is addressing his rally that is in Nateete. And from Luzira, we have the Forum for Democratic Change and
zino tugera mukutuusaako essaawa zino zenyini zegenda maaso okuba nga ate njogereramu bino amaze okuba nga ate ayingira eggaali ye enzirusi ye mugimanyi bulungi nnyo kasita amala okuba nga ate agiyingira okusinziira ku kyendaba wano nabagamba tulina amateeka agenda maaso okuba nga ate gatufuga live cameras eza president we ziraba tezinaba kulagirwa kugenda maaso okuba nga ate zigenda ku live
Tete. Those are the pictures from the rally from the National Unity Platform as their candidate has been nominated today and he will be speaking to them. And the pictures from Luzira, those are for the Forum for Democratic Change, and that is a party that is meeting again to speak to their supporters after being nominated earlier on this morning. Let's listen in from Lubowa.
Being here was not an easy journey. It was a journey full of hurdles. The process was quite stringent, but we endeavored with the help of our grassroots common people to sail through. I want to take this singular moment now to thank the Electoral Commission for exuding those levels of professionalism. At a certain point, we thought that we were likely not to make it. We felt worried because some indoor exercise were taking long, but the Electoral Commission kept on assuring us that they were giving the entire job a professional touch. Thank you. A long journey is commencing. A journey to liberate the common man. I am a veteran in this struggle. I joined this struggle 25 years ago. I and my Secretary General, Bigirwa Moses, we are decorated generals in this struggle. Whoever is out there equally involved in this must know that we have the experience that it takes to liberate the common man, and we shall do so. We have quite a number of issues, items, as part of our manifesto, the Common Man's Manifesto, that we intended to unveil to the public today. However, given the times and whatever, we may not be able to roll it out today, but we shall write to the Electoral Commission and police to accord us a day, maybe tomorrow, so that we get that chance to roll out the Common Man's Manifesto. However, in brief, you will kindly permit me latitude to take you through a few items in the Common Man's Manifesto. Ladies and gentlemen, time has come that equity be served to all Ugandans. Equity, equality, justice matters. Our symbol is a symbol of a silver platter, commonly known as Orsania, the most beautiful symbol of all the symbols in this race. It is a symbol of equity, symbol of equality. It is a symbol that will fight greed. It is the symbol that is transparent and to help us fight corruption. So number one, we are here as leaders of the common man to fight for equity. Number two, during my campaign, I will advocate for the release of Dr. Chiza Besigye. That one I will do. Together. We shall request whoever is involved to dispense justice, to make sure that justice is served to Dr. Chiza Besigye. However, most importantly, maybe the echoes. Yes, sure. Oh, sorry. Yes, the Secretary General was trying to let me know that I should emphasize the point of justice and equality, more so fighting for the freedom of Dr. Chiza Besigye, and we shall do that as Common Man's Party. Even after winning this election, which we are going to win by landslide, part of my agenda in the first 100 days is to release Dr. Besigye unconditional and all other political prisoners. Ladies and gentlemen, time has come that we bring back the economy of this country in the hands of the Ugandan common man. Our business community is crying over foreigners that are getting involved in each and every resources. We Ugandans are naturally accommodative. We believe in working with other human beings since the world has become one single village. However, we strongly believe that we need meaningful, formidable investors. Foreigners that are loitering around this country illegally, the day I become president of this great country, will be deported immediately. I intend to revisit the East African Cooperation Protocol in my first 100 days. We strongly believe that our sisters, Kenya, and Tanzania, are not treating us fairly. We opened our markets to them, but they keep on closing their markets on us. Kenya, for example, wherever they face a drought, they welcome our maize and agricultural products in. But wherever yields are low, they ban our agricultural products. Even more, go ahead, cause us diplomatic embarrassments. I remember 1 year, was it last year, when they said that our maize was maybe contaminated with something. So we don't believe that they're acting in good faith. We shall revisit that protocol. We as common men have interest in Congo and Southern Sudan, not Kenya and Tanzania. We shall ban Swahili as our national language. We shall ban it. We need French instead. French has a wider coverage. Burundi, they speak French. Congo, they speak French. Rwanda, they speak French. Congo Brazzaville, they speak French. Gabon, they speak French. Central African Republic, they speak French. We don't need Swahili. We need English and French. Ladies and gentlemen, we intend to nationalize quite a few services. The health sector will fully be nationalized under the common man's government. We believe that as government, we must avail health care to those without wealth. So therefore, we need a universal health care facility or program for this country. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall as well take over the entire education sector and ban private education in this country. So with those very few words, I've been advised by the Secretary General that I used 2 minutes in Uganda so that we can make the common man understand what we have tried to deliberate to the country today. Basebo ne banyabo abali eyo bana Uganda naddala omuntu wa bulijjo gwe tuyita the common man luno lunaku lwa ssanyu ndi musanyufu nnyo okutuuka wano olubadde lugendo luwanvu. Ekibiina kyaffe olw'okuba kibiina ky'amaanyi nnyo okujja kwakyo kwatiisa buli omu. Okuva lwe twalayira olusiniya lwafuuka olusaniya. Naye naffe tetulina bigambo bya kwetonda okubanga tulina ekibiina ekiwagirwa buli omu. Luno olutalo lw'okununula omuntu wa bulijjo tulubaddemu emyaka 25. Njagala okwebaza akakiiko k'ebyokulonda okubeera professional. Kantadde ku bunkeeke bungi mbadde kakiiko k'ebyokulonda ng'obunkeeke bungi ennaku 3. Nga buli gwe neekubako mugambo wayo ebintu nga biruddewo nti Munyagwa kakkana tuli mu kandolinga okukola mulimo gwaffe. Neera mbeebaza bassebo omulimu gukoze neyanziza. However, njagala okwongera okubagamba nze Munyagwa Mubaraka ne Secretary General wange Ssaabawandiisi General Bigirwa Moses tubadde mu lutalo lw'okununula omuntu wa bulijjo okumala emyaka 25. Tewali asobola lutusomesa. Tuli ba generali abawedde emirimu. So bannaffe tusaba abalulimu batuwulirize naffe. Njagala okubategeeza bwe tuyina manifesto yaffe gye tuyita Common Man's Manifesto. Bwe tunaaba tufunye akakisa nga tuwandikidde Electoral Commission netukkiriza ne police. Leero tubadde naffe tulina okukola olukuŋŋaana naye obudde butulese. Batukkiriza oba enkya oba olunaku olulala tukole naffe olukuŋŋaana gaggadde. Common Man's Party is a mass party. Lwakuba eringa submarine. Ekitundu ekisinga tekirabika akalabika kungulu ke katono. Naye abantu bajja kwekanga. So tusaba Electoral Commission etukkirize naffe tukole olukuŋŋaana tulangirire manifesto yaffe gye tuyita the Common Man's Manifesto ensi egitegeere. Njagala okubategeeza erimu ebintu bingi. Manifesto yaffe esinga okuwoma tugamba ebyenfuna by'eggwanga lino bidde mu mikono gy'omuntu wa bulijjo owa wano. Twagala ba investors kituufu, twagala bannaffe ab'amawanga amalala ne twagala abo bokka abatugasa. Njagala okubategeeza omugwira yenna ali wano nga talina bipapula bimwogerako wemmala okuwangulwa wa president mu nnaku 10 esooka asimbula alinyeddako. Njagala okubategeeza wemmala okubeera president w'eggwanga lino mbagambye endagaano gye tuyina ne n'amawanga ga East Africa tugenda kugitunulamu kubanga erabika tetuyamba nga Uganda. Bannaffe aba Kenya n'aba Tanzania tebeeyisa bulungi. Enjala we bakuba ng'omusana gubookeza kasooli wa Uganda bamwaniriza n'ebirime ebirala. Bwe babaza Kenya ebiggalawo ne tetwagala kasooli wa Uganda. Tekoma ku ekyo n'egamba n'okugamba kasooli wa Uganda alimu eddagala a diplomatic embarrassment. Tetulina kye twetaaga Kenya. Waliwo abagamba twetaagayo omwalo kituufu naffe tuyina amakubo agatwala ebyamaguzi byabwe Maraba ne Busia. Bwe banaggalawo Mombasa nja kuggalawo Maraba ne Busia nga president bajja kuggulawo Mombasa. Tetwetaaga Kenya olwaleero twetaaga Congo na South Sudan. Njagala okubategeeza n'oluswayiri lwennyini tetulwetaaga. Abaana baffe abalusoma tetulaba kye bagenda kukola Kenya na Tanzania nabo batwenkanya nabo ebizibu. Twetaaga olulimi olunayamba abaana baffe. Olufalansa lusinga oluswayiri lukola mawanga mangi aga Afrika okusinga oluswayiri. Twetaaga luzungu na lufalansa. Njagala okubategeeza nga malayo mu kalulu kano n'obuwembefu obw'ekitalo nga ngoberera amateeka ngenda kulwanirira nnyo eddembe lya Dr. Kizza Besigye okulaba ng'ateebwa. Dr. Kizza Besigye ategeeza kinene nnyo eri eggwanga lino. We shall advocate for him. Naye ne bw'ataateebwe nga NRM government temutadde, bwe n'abeera president mu ssaawa 48 zokka nsuubira ajja kuba ali ku street za Kampala ng'akyakala. Nja kumuyimbula ng'ate mu bitiibwa eby'ekitalo. Njagala okubategeeza bassebo ne bannyabo nga mmaliriza. Common Man's Party kibiina, it's a mass party. Mulabe ennyambala yaffe. Ennyambala yaffe mutwetegereze mutulabe. Kyabavubuka okusinga n'abasajja emyaka egy'omu makkati. Naye tetukkiririza mu ffujjo nakuteeka bannayuganda ku bunkenke. You see? Obunkenke no. Obunkenke obutalina makulu. Obunkenke no. Tugenda kusamba politics owakawoowo naye namwe mujja kukkiriza nti obusajja butusambye akawoowo. Neyanza nnyo neyanzeege for God and my country.
United we stand.
nga video yita muno tugenda magere kamera eddako gye nkuweereza eva wali emagere esawa zino zenyini like nga video share nga video president mu dakiika 2 ogenda kuba omulaba ku screen yo mu dakiika emu in fact edakiika 2 nyingi nnyo mu dakiika emu ogenda kuba omwotabuliro ku screen yo.
See it right now, it's not a reality or a possibility, but that conversation has been there, that if they can come together and say rally behind the strongest opposition leader, perhaps they could have a chance at fostering the transition. What's your thought on that?
I mean, we've seen this happen in other jurisdictions. We saw this in 2000 and I think in the year 2000 in Kenya, where opposition parties came together and pursued one journey, and they're able to win over the.
obudde buno bwennyini bamaze kubanga bafuluma. So
PCs on the other side, you see quite a number of NUPs also on the other side, and while they seem to desire and they seem to express some interest around unison in opposition, it's an idea that seems to be very far-fetched, partly because of the many, and when you look at the interests that each of these candidates, especially in the opposition, seem to be pushing, they seem to
okubanga etulemesa okuweereza obulungi ennyo. Network yokka yekyatulemesa naye nga tugezaako okufunira akatambi, tugezaako okufunira video ezo zennyini ezituukaganye n'omutindo obeere nga olaba ate nga owuliriza kiki ekiriwo. Genda mu comment section of course obeere ng'oteekawo gwe kiki olowooza kalulu kano. Tulabyeko ne Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu nga akiddamu wabadde wali eri ku nomination grounds ng'agamba nti akalulu kano eno buli muntu yenna gy'ali abeere ng'akeerindira olw'ensonga nti waliwo okusuubira oba sinakusuubira wabula waliwo okweraliikirira kandibanga kagenda kubeera ka bulabe nnyo n'okusinga ako ke twalabako omwaka gwa 2021. Ekyewuunyisa
okubanga ate asimbula byonna mugenze maaso n'okubanga temubiraba naye ate kyemugenda okulaba mu maaso kyemugenda okulaba mu maaso kyekisinga amaze okubanga ate asimbula bamuyise His Excellency Bobi Wine Robert Kyagulanyi. Tusimbudde tumaze okubanga ate tusimbula gwe wena atumbudde omukutu KKTV Uganda kankulekere eddoboozi eriri ku kamera essaawa zino zenyirinyiri ate nange nja kuba nkomawo mangu katono nnyo.